Today I'm going to show you guys how to use your flange feature. A little bit different to your flat feature, but very useful and very helpful. So enjoy, guys. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt your video. I just wanted to ask you, please hit the like and subscribe button. It's going to make it easier for me to share my content with you guys in the future, and it will make it so that you don't miss anything. Cool. So we're going to start with our flange feature. So all we're going to do is we're going to click on our flange over here. We obviously have our pre-designed sheet metal part here, which obviously we did in our previous video. So again, if you look at your flange option here, one of your most important things is selecting the right place for your flange. So if I click here, note which way it goes, and then if I click on the other side, it goes the opposite direction. So just depends which way you want it to go. So we're going to make it that way for today. Okay, then if you watch the previous video, a lot of this is going to sound the same as our flat flange, but there are some differences. So if you did watch that one, just stick around to the end because there are differences. Again, yeah, on this we can make this longer and shorter just by clicking on there and dragging it up and down. Our angle, same thing, click on this little block up and down, we can change that. Our inside radius of our bend, we can change that. We can drag it as well, but I wouldn't advise it as you can make a bit of nonsense doing that, but you can if you need to. Okay, now we're going to go to our menu at the top here. We're going to go placement. So obviously that's what I just selected there. We can select more than one at a time and it should separate them. It is an option. So if you click, if I now go control and I click another one, okay, so your placement, that's just your placement. If you click on your details, it will give you your details here, your options, length adjustment, your values. It's not something you would use often, but it is there if you need it. Then on your shape, and this is where what I said, it differs from your flat, because now on your sketch you're not determining this surface, but you're actually determining the shape over here. So if I go sketch and we go sketch view, okay, as you can see here it's changed. So if I now do this, for instance, and I remove the segment, we say okay, as you can see there, now it's a different shape. Okay, and that, I mean, how simple was that? Very quick. So if you want a weird shape like this, this is the right function for you, or the right feature for you. The flat feature does not do that. The flat feature is going to only determine the shape of the flat that you can determine, won't determine the profile like this one. Okay, then on your length tab, yeah, you can go blind, you can go to selected. So if we go blind and I drag this out, I can actually extend my sides, yeah, the same like we did on the flat, but this is slightly different because you can actually select edges to extrude to. So yeah, if I say to selected and I click on another part here, then it should, like that, then it will only stretch it up to there. obviously blind means it's going to go to wherever I tell it to. But again, if I change this to selected and I click on there, as you can see there, it extends it only to that point, which is again a very nice feature. Like I said, each flange option has its own features which are useful. Your offset here, again, if I now change this and your length here, those two are a little bit contradictory because they do the same thing, but obviously on this one I cannot, well, it's the same. So we're going to add part to the edge, so you can extend, but you can't select like this to a surface. So that's the difference. If I select this now, that'll be by value, so it's just going to make it, yeah, it's going to change the height of the radius here. So if I say 10, it actually drops it down there, as you can see there. So it drops it this way. So that's your offset. But like I said, these two work together. Yeah, not in exactly the same way, but they do reference to each other. So that's quite cool. Then you've got your miter cuts, which obviously is for your edges there. If you change these dimensions, it will change your cuts and things on the edges there. So that's that one. Then your relief, your rip relief, it's the same like we did on our flat. So if I'm going to change this now to say stretch, we need to extend that first. So we're going to go length, we're going to go blind, we're going to go blind, and we're just going to drag these out a little bit, like that. Okay, now we're going to go offset, we're going to take that away. Okay, if we go our relief now, as you can see there, it's stretched now. So that's the difference between rip and stretch, because stretch is going to give you, it's just going to stretch the material as the word says. So then you also have your rectangular relief, which gives you a rectangular cutout there, and then your ob-round, which again gives you a round relief, which both are nice, both work very well. I prefer the stretch just because of the work I do, but they both have their place depending what you need. Then your bend allowance and your properties, just the name of your flange and then the thickness. The thickness relates to the thickness of obviously your sheet metal part, so you can't change that, but you can always change the name. If you want to change the name here to say hook, you can do that. Okay, then we say okay, and there is your flange. Okay, so I hope you guys learned a little bit here. Again, nice feature, very useful in your sheet metal, and I hope you guys use it. Thanks guys. Hey guys, quick favor, if this video helped you, tap like. It tells YouTube my content is worth showing to more people. And hit subscribe if you want more quick tutorials, tips and real engineering tricks for Creo. More videos dropping every week. Have a great one guys.